that to me anymore.
Hey, action fans. Welcome to What's Poppin' Hollywood. Ready for a thrill ride overload? 2024 has dropped some seriously epic action thrillers that'll glue you to your screen. From sneaky spy missions to all-out fight fests, these movies pack electrifying action, nail-biting suspense, and heroes who steal the show. If you're all about wild stunts, crazy car chases, and twists that hit like a truck, you're in for a ride. We've rounded up the top 10 action thrillers you can stream right now on Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and Apple TV. Which one's your top pick this year? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe to What's Poppin' Hollywood for more killer movie recs. Let's dive into the countdown.
What's your plan?
We gotta steal it mid-flight, 40,000 feet in the air.
Lift is a heart-racing heist film brimming with intense action and sharp plot twists. Expert thief Cyrus Whitaker and his talented crew execute a bold art theft. But when Interpol corners them, they're roped into a wild scheme, snatching $500 million in gold from a commercial jet at 40,000 feet. Up against a cunning billionaire, top-tier security, and shocking double crosses, the team relies on wits and daring to conquer the odds. Packed with humor, suspense, and a surprising finale, the all-star cast fuels this high-octane adventure. A little-known tidbit, the airborne heist drew loose inspiration from actual cargo plane robberies, amped up for big-screen thrills. Ideal for heist movie buffs, Lift keeps you hooked until the last second. Catch it on Netflix for a gripping, sky-high caper that pushes the limits. Don't skip this electrifying ride.
No, I don't appreciate the emotional blackmail.
This is not emotional blackmail. It's blackmail.
I don't think his death was an accident.
Parker, stay out of it.
Get ready for Trigger Warning, a 2024 action thriller that hits hard. Jessica Alba shines as Parker, a Special Forces commando racing back to her New Mexico hometown after her father's mysterious death. Taking over his bar, she uncovers a web of corruption, vicious gangs, illegal arms deals, and a scheming senator, played with menace by Anthony Michael Hall. Teaming up with hacker Spider and ally Mike, Parker unleashes jaw-dropping fight scenes to take down her ex, Sheriff Jesse, and his unhinged brother Elvis. Directed by Muli Surya, it's a pulse-pounding clash of loyalty and revenge. Fun fact, during 2021 filming, a high-octane chase scene was shot on a New Mexico highway at dusk, with Jessica Alba performing her own stunt driving. The crew had just 30 minutes to nail the take before losing light, adding real tension to the sequence.
I need to know the truth.
This is not the place to work if you can't handle that sort of stuff.
Monkey Man is a pulse-pounding action thriller directed by and starring Dev Patel as Kid, a vengeful fighter in a gritty Indian underworld. Fueled by his mother's murder, he dons a gorilla mask in brutal fight clubs, plotting revenge against corrupt elites. The film explodes with raw, bone-crunching action, blending Indian mythology with visceral combat inspired by The Raid and John Wick. It's a wild ride of rage and redemption, elevated by Patel's fierce performance and stylish direction. Would you believe Patel broke his hand and toes during filming but kept shooting, channeling real pain into his role?
Anyone who forgets their place, it doesn't turn out well for them.
You're a blessing, Mr. Clay. This place was crabgrass and weeds, and you brought it back to life.
Next, we have The Beekeeper, an adrenaline-charged action thriller starring Jason Statham as Adam Clay, a reclusive beekeeper and former assassin who snaps into action when a vicious phishing scam ruins his generous landlady's life. As a retired operative of the covert Beekeepers Unit, Clay delivers a storm of brutal, bone-crunching justice. Tearing through the bad guys, Jason Statham really brings the stings. He's simply a badass in this movie. Directed by David Ayer, this high-octane blast is packed with relentless thrills and Statham's gritty charisma. Interesting fact, Statham worked with real beekeepers for a jaw-dropping stunt, handling thousands of live bees without getting stung once.
I just got a message saying that there's a problem with my computer.
Yes, ma'am, we got this.
I stared death in the face, and for the first time, I saw my true self.
Next we have Kraven the Hunter, a ferocious, blood-drenched action thriller starring Aaron Taylor Johnson as Sergei Kravenov, a superhuman predator in Sony's Spider-Man universe. Forged by a cruel Russian crime lord father, Russell Crowe, Sergei gains supernatural strength and primal instincts from a lion attack and a mystical potion. He unleashes savage chaos, ripping through poachers and assorted scumbags with righteous brutality, all while grappling with toxic family issues and a murky moral code to protect the vulnerable. Directed by J.C. Chandor, it's a thrilling, gore-soaked ride. Interesting fact, The film's intense fight scenes were choreographed using real animal movement studies, with stunt coordinators mimicking lion and panther attacks to make Craven's combat feel feral and authentic. And, they're already buzzing about a sequel to unleash more of Craven's feral fury.
You're a goddamn lunatic.
Oh, you just figured that out now?
Oh.
I think he's Marine Corps Martial Arts MCMAP. One mind, any weapon.
Next, we have Rebel Ridge, a gripping, slow-burn action thriller that'll keep you on edge. Aaron Pierre stars as Terry Richmond, an ex-Marine cycling into Shelby Springs, Louisiana, to bail out his cousin. But when corrupt cops, led by the slimy Chief Sandy Byrne, played by Don Johnson, seize his cash through a shady civil forfeiture, Terry's mission becomes a battle against a rotten system. With taut, bone-crunching action and a sharp script from director Jeremy Saulnier, this neo-western builds tension masterfully as Terry teams up with court clerk Summer, played by Anna Sophia Robb, to expose the town's dark secrets. They're itching to make a sequel with this banger. Interesting fact, Saulnier shot the film's intense opening scene in one take, hooking audiences right from the jump.
You can fight for the money, but that'll take you most of a year and cost you twice what you're owed.
You're a low-level TSO. You're going nowhere. I'm telling you how this goes. One bag for one life.
Up next, we have Carry On, a heart-racing action thriller that'll keep you glued to your seat. Taron Egerton shines as Ethan Kopech, a struggling TSA agent at LAX on Christmas Eve, coerced by a chilling traveler played by Jason Bateman as the sinister traveler into smuggling a deadly nerve agent onto a crowded flight. With his pregnant girlfriend Nora's life at stake, Ethan weaves through the bustling airport, outsmarting security and unraveling a terrorist scheme in a tense, high-stakes showdown. Directed by Jaume Collet-Serra, this Die Hard-esque thrill ride packs slick action and relentless suspense. They're gearing up for a sequel to soar even higher. Set locations include the iconic Los Angeles International Airport, with its sprawling terminals, and New Orleans' historic French Quarter.
Who the hell are you? I'm the guy you listen to.
Why did you say to go?
Easy question, not so easy answer.
But next up we have The Killer, a slick, high-octane action thriller from director John Woo, reimagining his 1989 classic. Natalie Emmanuel stars as Z, a lethal Parisian assassin dubbed the Queen of the Dead, who spares a young singer during a nightclub hit, defying her ruthless handler, Finn, played by Sam Worthington. As Z's moral code clashes with the criminal underworld, she teams up with tenacious detective Say, played by Omar Sy, to unravel a drug trafficking ring tied to a Saudi prince. Packed with Woo's explosive gunfights and slow-mo chaos, this relentless thrill ride keeps you hooked. Z lighting a candle for each kill adds surprising heart to the carnage.
The contract was clear. She should be dead. You just betrayed the most dangerous man in Paris.
Who is she? Agent Graves. She's my best.
And now we have Canary Black, a high-octane action thriller that throws you into the fray. Kate Beckinsale stars as Avery Graves, a badass CIA operative blackmailed by terrorists to steal a deadly virus file, codenamed Canary Black, to save her kidnapped husband. Going rogue, Avery battles her own agency and a vicious cyber-terrorist, Breznov, in a brutal race against time, unleashing fierce hand-to-hand combat and shootouts. Directed by Pierre Morel of Taken fame, this relentless spy flick keeps you on edge. Behind the scenes, Morel used the real-life Zagreb tram system in action scenes, shutting down city lines for gritty authenticity.
You're a crazy bitch.
We're not really using that word to describe women anymore. There's been a whole thing.
Jane, hey, this is your father. Before you hang up, I'm in town. I've been arrested. Hello?
Finishing up our list today, Beverly Hills Cop. Axel F. sees Detroit cop Axel Foley return to Beverly Hills when his estranged daughter, Jane, a defense attorney, is threatened after uncovering a conspiracy involving corrupt cops and a dangerous drug cartel. Teaming up with Jane's ex, Detective Bobby Abbott, and old pals Billy Rosewood and John Taggart, Axel dives into chaotic car chases, intense shootouts, and efforts to mend his strained father-daughter bond. With nostalgic nods to the 80s classics, including Axel's quick wit and iconic laugh, the action comedy delivers big laughs, explosive action, and a slick soundtrack.
First time in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I saw that. 84, 87, and then 94.
And that's a wrap on our countdown of the top 10 action thriller movies of 2024. Each one delivers explosive action, edge-of-your-seat suspense, and non-stop thrills. Perfect for your next movie night. Which one are you most hyped to see? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if we missed a favorite of yours, be sure to let us know. We love hearing from you. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, share it with your fellow action movie fans, and don't forget to subscribe to What's Poppin' Hollywood for more of the hottest updates in entertainment. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay frosty and keep the action rolling.